Hello, YouTube. This is Dakota from Bowtied Media, and today is the day Spotify Wrapped is out. It is a season that I personally love as a huge music fan, as someone that runs a YouTube channel that talks about music. I love Spotify Wrapped season. If people try to shame you for really liking it and posting stuff, don't let them. This is fun. This is great. They don't have to look at it. It's pretty much just a day, so it's pretty fun. But I'm excited to see my Wrapped. I have not seen anything yet, so this will be a blind sort of reaction look at my Wrapped this year. I do have predictions though. I think my top 5 artists are going to be in order. I'm guessing Porter Robinson, Quadeca, Logic, Magdalena Bay, and if I were to say a fifth, I'd say Glacier. I think that my top 4, I'm pretty confident with those being the top 4 and those top 4 in order. If I had a song guess, I think Easier to Love You by Porter Robinson is number 1. I think number 2 is probably Mona Lisa. I think 3 is probably Quadeca, You Don't Know Me Like That, or Fractions of Infinity. I think that was maybe last year, Fraction of Infinity. And then I think Cheerleaders on there, Porter Robinson. That's My Floor, Magdalena Bay could be on there. Teleport, Logic. Paul Rodriguez by Logic too. But yeah, enough speculation. Let's hop into it for real. This is my actual Spotify Wrap. This is the first time I have not seen this. Here we go. This is your Spotify Wrap, my Spotify Wrapped. Let's see. I like the branding of this. The kind of like the number kind of like repeats are kind of fun. Hi, Dakota Huber, Bowtied Media. That is me. That's my Spotify account name. It's that time of year again. Wraps ready are you? I am. Life moves fast. Yes, it does indeed. Luckily, we took notes. Yeah, you could take those all year and let us know. But you listen to 69,000 nice, 386 minutes this year. Top 3%. Your biggest listening day was July 22nd with 984 minutes. Where do you find the time? July? I have no idea what I was doing July 22nd. You played 6,287 songs this year, and one song again and again and again and again. It's Easier to Love You, Porter Robinson, I'm sure. It's not. You Don't Know Me Like That by Quadeca. 0.05% of listeners globally. That's not what I expected. You streamed 98 times, started on January 8th. That's not what I expected. I thought it was 100% going to be Porter Robinson. I guess there was a lot of early on in the year. I forgot about how much I really listened to this early on in the year. And let's see. Well, it's not a competition. Is this my top stuff? There is a leaderboard. Like a personal leaderboard or like an all-time leaderboard? Okay. Your top songs. You Don't Know Me Like That. Quadeca, Cheerleader, Porter Robinson. Mona Lisa, Porter Robinson. Easier to Love You, Porter Robinson. Knock Yourself Out, Porter Robinson. Mona Lisa? I don't know how that's ahead of Easier to Love You personally, because when I go and I play the albums again, I typically, if I'm going to listen to the last couple songs, I'll start at Easier to Love You and then go to like Mona Lisa and stuff like that after. So I'm surprised. I'm genuinely shocked Mona Lisa is ahead of Easier to Love You, because I would personally say Easier to Love You is my favorite song off the album. So okay, those are my top songs, though. Lots of Porter Robinson, lots of Dominated by Porter Robinson. Makes a lot of sense. I'm a huge mega Porter Robinson fan, so you've changed, and so has your listening. Let's look at your 2024 music evolution. Interesting. December. Nope. February. What are we doing here? February was your golden hour mid-tempo future bass phase, where you really liked Casbo, Sanholo, and Drulu. What does that even mean? Just buzzwords? May is, this is green. This is my Brat Summer, baby, for sure. That has nothing to do with it. May your Pink Pilates, Princess Strut Pop, Charlie XCX, Dua Lipa, and Harry. Yeah, maybe I don't think that was green intentionally, but hey, that was my Brat Summer right there. Speaking of summer, July was your cyberpunk beats EDM moment. Listen to Porter Robinson, Zed, and Madion. Sure, why not? You listen to 3,007 artists, but one had a special place in your heart and ears. It's absolutely Porter Robinson. There's no way this is Quadeca, right? Okay, Porter Robinson was your top artist of the year. Your longest listening streak was 12 days. Dang. I don't know if that's actually a lot or not. You're a top 0.5% fan, and you spent 3,141 minutes together. You overachieved. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, that's not a whole lot. Of my 69,000 hours, Porter Robinson's only, or 1,000 minutes, it's only 3,000 of those minutes. Like, that's not a lot. Who else you got? Who else you got? Oh, blah, blah. Let's see. Top artists: Porter Robinson, Quadeca, Logic, Eden, and Magdalena Bay. Every year I'm always surprised that Eden's on the list again, but I guess I just passively listen to so much Eden. Eden might just be my favorite artist of all time. He has to be at this point. But yeah, that's sort of what I predicted. Other than I thought Glacier was going to be 5. But that was pretty spot on. I'm not going to lie. This year for me was really dominated by 4 albums. I just really, really loved Porter Robinson's Smile, Quadeca's Scrapyard, Logic's Ultra 85, and Magdalena Bay's Imaginal Disc. Like, those 4 albums I just played a time and time again. Like, I would not be shocked if 50% of my 100 list, that like Spotify Wrapped list, is going to be those 4 albums. So yeah, that makes sense for me this year for sure. So let's see what else we got though. We're getting near the end. It looks like we have some company. Is this the video thing? Oh, I can't really. Oh yeah, let's see.
Okay, sup. Hey, it's Porter. I just want to say to my Spotify listeners, thank you so much for listening to my music, especially my top listeners. I think if you're getting this video, that means you're a top listener. So shout out to you especially. This was the year of Smile, and so I've been reflecting a ton on my fans, and I guess just, yeah, thank you for listening to Old P Rob. Once again, have a great holiday. Okay, love you. Bye.
Old P Rob. I really like that they do that. I like that they do this kind of fan interaction type thing that's a little bit more personal. So that's fun. Thanks for coming along for the ride until we meet again. And this is, I'm sure, my final thing here. Yep. Porter Robinson, Quadeca, Logic, Eden, Magdalena Bay, You Don't Know Me Like That, Cheerleader, Mona Lisa, Easy to Love You, Knock Yourself Out. Okay, not a bad list for me this year. I always think my minutes are going to be more than that. I was 63,000, I think, last year, and I think it's going to be, I kind of went down, I think, ever since, it's a weird thing for me, ever since doing this channel, I feel like a lot of my time is intentionally listening to a lot of, like, new music and rating music, and so that, like, almost not destroy it, like, doesn't bring down my enjoyment of the music, but I just listen to it in a different way sometimes. And so I don't just casually throw on a ton of music now. And sometimes I get, like, honestly tired of stuff here and there. And so, yeah, I'm not, doesn't surprise me. But let's look at my big playlist here at the end. Where is this? Wrapped. My top songs 2024. I am going to list them all out just because that's what I typically do. So also, your first ever Wrapped AI podcast built with Google. That is okay. You Don't Know Me Like That. Cheerleader, Mona Lisa, Easier to Love You, Knock Yourself Out, Way Too Many Friends, Duh, underscores. Forgot about that. Oh, I love that song. That's My Floor, Is There Really No Happiness, Guess Who, Teleport, Never Ender, Russian Roulette, Dust Cutter, Locals, Paul Rodriguez, Everything to Me, I Make It Look Effortless, This Is Why, Tenebrescence, Kitsune Mason Freestyle, Texas Blue, Lithonia, City of Stars or City in the Stars, Perfect Pinterest Garden, Under My Skin, Death and Romance, Mission Control, Year of the Cup, Easier, Cry for Me, Totem Dance, Tangerine Rays, A La Carte, Stutter, Image, Final Church, Even If I Tried, Heart 123, Fear, Comet, Pretty Privilege, Shiver, Saturn 9, Angel on a Satellite, What's It to Him, You Don't Know Me, You Don't Know Who I Am, Body Flicker, She Looked Like Me, Being Yourself, Shanti, Deja Vu, Killing Time, Burn, You Left Me Hanging, Life, Tunnel Vision, Not Strong Enough, Fractions of Infinity, Baddie on the Floor, The Ballad of Matt and Micah, Out of Time, Deity, Lush, More, Why Did I Laugh Anyway, Dev Lemons, Fantastic, new stuff coming out soon, Shoot to Kill, Kill Your Darlings, The Love You Need, Enfold, Vampire in the Corner, Falling in Love, ZZZ, Butterfly, Bada Dum, Give Mama a Hug, Late Night Talking, Ghost in the Machine, Watching TV, Wind Tempos, Guide Dog, Let Her Know, Not Really, Bapa, Talk, Fantasy World, Loyal, Interstellar, No Gravity, Love is Everywhere, One Night All Night, Five Ever, Von Dutch, Houdini, Heat Punk, Dog Days Are Over, 360, Music for a Sushi Restaurant, Disappear, Thank You for Believing in Me, and Gorilla. Yes, if you look back at this list and just look at the album art, Porter Robinson's here, Quadeca's here in the white, Magdalena Bay with a more blue color, Logic, I guess, also in the blue color. A lot of this dominated by Porter Robinson, Quadeca, Magdalena Bay, and Logic. There's a lot of this list has, like, these songs are just all throughout this because those songs really did dominate my ear waves, my ear wax, my ears this year. But yeah, I'm also really curious. What is this thing at the top here? Your first ever Wrapped AI podcast built with Google. Wrapped podcast. Do I have to, like, what is this?
Welcome to Coda, to your very own 2024 Spotify Wrapped Deep Dive.
We're your hosts.
Visiting from Google's Notebook LM.
Excited to
unwrap your year in music.
Yeah, and let me tell you, Dakota, you've got a pretty impressive year in music.
You have 69,386 minutes spent listening to music on Spotify.
Wow.
That puts you in the top 2%
Bro, if they just said nice,
of
I would have
listeners
lost it.
globally.
Top 2%.
No way.
That is some serious dedication.
It is. I mean, it's truly fascinating
Yeah.
how much we can uncover about a person.
This feels weird a little bit to me. Does this feel weird to anyone? Like a little bit, like it. Like I get that there's the idea that this is like that this is like good use of AI. Honestly, like I don't mind this. This is a personalized thing towards me, and this is my stats, and this is kind of what AI I think should be used for. But it just feels weird to have people like podcast about me, like have a 5-minute thing about me. Let's listen a little bit more and see what they say.
Just by looking at their listening history.
It's true.
It's like a musical fingerprint.
I love that.
Unique and revealing.
Okay, so let's jump right in
Okay.
and uncover your top track of the year.
All right.
It is Don't Know Me Like That by Quadeca from the album Scrapyard.
Nice.
And Dakota, you are in the top 0.01% of listeners globally for this track.
0.01%.
Wow.
You first started listening back on January 8th, 2024.
January 8th. It seems like this song
Awkward
struck a
pause.
chord early on.
It did. And stayed with you throughout the year.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
I wonder, what is it about Quadeca's unique blend of hyper rock energy
Yeah.
that resonates so deeply with you?
That's a
I mean,
great
it's
question.
amazing how a song can capture a moment in time.
Yeah.
And it seems like you don't know me. Like that truly became an anthem for your year.
Absolutely.
Speaking of artists
Yeah.
who become your sonic
so
companions, your
interesting.
top artist this year is the incredibly talented
Oh, yes.
Porter Robinson.
Porter Robinson.
3,141 minutes.
It feels a little disingenuous for AI to say the incredibly talented. Oh yes, like Porter, because they don't know that they don't know. So that does feel a little disingenuous, but it's kind of fun. Let's hear what they have to say about Porter.
First in his music,
Wow.
placing you in the top 0.2% of his listeners worldwide.
Top 0.2% worldwide. That's incredible.
And you even had a 12-day listening streak.
12 days. Wow, that's dedication.
That's a testament to the captivating power of his music.
Yeah.
And what's truly remarkable is Porter Robinson's own artistic journey.
Oh, yeah.
From his early days as a teenage EDM prodigy,
Right.
he's evolved into this incredibly introspective electropop artist.
Mm-hmm.
It's that spirit of continuous evolution and exploration
Yeah.
that makes his music so endlessly fascinating.
He's always pushing boundaries and experimenting with sound.
He is. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's unwrap the evolution of your music tape.
Really interesting that they would say that, because that's true, and that's like almost good writing. Like that's actually more so than anything a really good all-encompassing statement on Porter's career. So as much as the AI stuff is like interesting to me, like, and I think this is a good use for it, like that's interesting. That's really interesting, because that's better analysis than I think a lot of even really intimate Porter fans can do. And that's partially because a lot of us aren't really good, myself included, at like writing that kind of stuff or talking about that kind of stuff in depth and detail so succinctly and perfectly. So that's interesting. I'm curious to go through this whole thing at some point, but I don't think I'll bore you with that. The Spotify Wrap this year, I'm a fan. I like the design of it this year. I always think this is really fun. I'm so curious to hear and see what you guys have for your lists this year, because I like my list. I feel like it's kind of what I expected. I would love to see this throughout the year, Spotify. I want to see my stats throughout the year, which I know doesn't make this as fun. But Spotify also felt like they made it like a real event this year. I feel like they put actual like a lot of marketing dollars into being like, Spotify Wrapped is coming and it's doing this. And I enjoyed this. So I always love the Spotify Wraps, and I'm very excited to see all of your guys heading forward. But other than that, I'm Dakota from Bowtied Media, and I'll see you guys in another video.